A few weeks ago, I posted a video giving bunches of lunch ideas. It is summer and the kids are home in this household, and I'm sure in other households, and even though we like sandwiches and salads, sometimes it's nice to have some other ideas. And in that video, I mentioned this video right here where I would be giving some more ideas for easy lunches or even dinners using a very common kid-friendly ingredient. I'm gonna give you lots of ideas. Hopefully there are some that you haven't thought of before about how to make really delicious meals using chicken nuggets. In my summer stock up video that I posted last month, where I mentioned lots of items that I was putting in my kitchen in preparation for summer, I mentioned chicken nuggets. And obviously popping these into the air fryer or the oven and then adding some fruit and maybe some fresh veggies and some chips makes a really easy, complete, kid-friendly meal. But I also like to chop these up and put them on top of salads, or take that salad and then put it in a tortilla to make a really easy wrap. I have used them to make copycat KFC bowls with mashed potatoes and corn and cheese. And I've also used them to make just a really easy chicken parm pasta with some cooked pasta, some jar spaghetti sauce, some of these chicken nuggets chopped up, and then a little bit of mozzarella cheese. But I actually have several more ideas for how to utilize chicken nuggets and how to kind of reinvent them into different kinds of meals for your kids, for your family, for lunches, for dinners. So I'm gonna share several of those with you today. I'm here in Walmart for what seems like my daily mom trip, you know, like the random stuff that I need to run in and pick up. Today it's shoelaces. But I took a look at the freezer section to see what kind of chicken nuggets are available, and it's amazing the variety that's available, which is another great thing about this, because there are all different kinds of flavors, all different kinds of ways that they're seasoned. I know that there are some that I think are even plant-based, so there's lots of different options where chicken nuggets are concerned so that somebody can, you know, pick the ones that fit their lifestyle or their preferences. I don't know if I look as tired as I feel. I probably do. We got back from a long weekend in Texas playing baseball in the heat, and everybody is tired today and just kind of recovering by doing some laundry and sort of getting ready for the week ahead of us. So I'm going to make for dinner something that I will sometimes make for lunch for the kids in the summertime, and that is chicken parm sliders. That one's about to head out the door for lacrosse practice. I've actually talked about these several times. I've mentioned them in videos, and I don't know that I've actually ever made them on camera. I can't find that B-roll if I have. Maybe I made them way back in the beginning of my channel and showed you guys, but all I do is get some chicken nuggets and pop them into my air fryer. I actually have it right here. That's what my arm is resting on here because I'm so tired I can't even stand here and talk to you guys without resting my arm on something, which is why it's a great night to make these, because it's so easy. Like I said, I just toss some chicken nuggets into the air fryer, reheat them. You could use chicken patties or, you know, breaded chicken fillets or something like that if you wanted instead. And then I put those onto little Hawaiian rolls, top them with some provolone cheese and a little bit of jarred pasta sauce or marinara, and then I put them in the oven under the broiler, and then I put them in the oven under the broiler for a couple of minutes just to kind of toast them through, and that's it. The only bad thing about it is that I do have to fire up the oven for a couple minutes, but when I'm using the broiler, it only takes like 2 minutes and then I can turn the oven back off. I try to avoid turning the oven on in the summer, but sometimes I just can't. To go along with those, I'm just gonna serve that with a little bit of salad because we have a couple of bagged salad mixes. I really can't talk today. Whew. I'll just serve this with salad, and I've got a watermelon too. I can slice that up, and that'll be it. Really easy, really quick. If you have a toaster oven, this is something that you or maybe your older children could actually make small portions of during the day. My oldest daughter has done that. We don't have a toaster oven anymore, but we used to. But you could make just 1 or 2 of these at a time, and you could heat the chicken nuggets up and then put them onto the rolls and then pop them into the toaster oven. That's an idea if you wanted to scale this down just to feed fewer people and not have to make, you know, a big batch of them like I am tonight. But I'm going to feed the entire family with these, and that is going to be it for tonight for this tired mom. I have a different kind of chicken nuggets that I'm going to use today. I picked these up at the grocery store. These are Southern style chicken nuggets. They look kind of like a Chick-fil-A style chicken nugget, except it does say these are still fully cooked. So I'm going to pop those into the air fryer, and I'm actually going to use these to make some chicken tacos today. I have some of this taco sauce that I picked up at the grocery store. This was the only kind that I could find. And I am going to probably chop the chicken nuggets in half because they're kind of large, and I will toss them once they are cooked with a little bit of this taco sauce. And then I'm sort of piecemealing these tacos together. We have some flour tortillas. I have a little bit of this bag salad mix, and I think what I will do is toss it with a little bit of ranch dressing. So these are going to be kind of like a chicken ranch taco type situation. And then we have some cheese. I have some feta here that I can use as well, and we'll plate them up and come up with something to have on the side. Okay, so here's my plate. You've seen my tacos with the salad, the ranch salad added on, and the cheese as well. So I have 2 of those, and then I just have some corn. This is actually corn on the cob that I cut off the cob after I cooked it, and some strawberries. The children and I are eating this for lunch today, but this would obviously be a really good dinner option as well. These were delicious. They were a little bit pricier, I think, than just a standard chicken nugget. I think they were $8.98 for this bag at my Walmart, but this would be enough to feed my family of 5 because there were still some left over after the kids and I had them for lunch. So this is a 24-ounce bag of the Southern style chicken, lightly breaded chicken nuggets. Today I'm going to use some chicken nuggets to make some buffalo chicken pizzas, some little mini pizzas, and I'm going to use the air fryer. So first I'm going to toss my chicken nuggets into the air fryer. I'm going to cook the kind that I'm using for just about 5 minutes. I'm going to chop them up, and then they're gonna get another reheating because I'm going to use the air fryer to heat up the pizzas once they are put together. So let me show you how I'm doing that. I am going to use naan as the crust for my pizza because I had a few in my freezer. You can use whatever crust you like. If it has not already been cooked, you probably want to go ahead and cook it before you make up the rest of the pizza. I have my chicken nuggets here that I have cut into little pieces. I have some shredded cheddar and also a little bit of feta that I'm gonna use. And this is not really buffalo sauce. I would prefer to use Frank's, but my family aren't huge buffalo sauce fans, so I'm hoping that maybe just having like a buffalo flavor ranch will work, but you could use regular buffalo sauce if you want. I have some green onion and some ranch as well. So I'm going to use the buffalo sauce as the sauce for the pizza. So I'm going to spread that out over the naan, and then I'm going to put some of the cheddar cheese, some of the chicken nuggets, a little bit of the feta, and I'm actually going to toss that into the air fryer to reheat. And then when it is finished cooking, I'm gonna top it off with a little bit of chopped green onion and just a drizzle of ranch dressing. My pizzas only took about 3 minutes to reheat in the air fryer. The default setting is 360 or 370, so I just turned the time down to 3 minutes, and they were nice and bubbly. The cheese was melted, so I made 2 of them up, and I've just sliced them up here, and I have some fruit and some animal crackers, and they can just sort of eat this buffet style today. Probably should have chopped up some veggies to go along with it, but everybody's hungry, so I'm just gonna go with this for today. Yum. I am going sans makeup today, but I did have one more idea for chicken nuggets that I wanted to share with you guys that I'm making today. I really wanted to use some more of those Southern style chicken nuggets that I used for the tacos, but when I went back to my Walmart, they did not have any. So I ended up picking up just some popcorn chicken, and I'm going to get that going in the air fryer. It is fully cooked, so I'm going to start with it just on 8 minutes and give it a shake halfway through, give the basket a shake halfway through like you do when you're using the air fryer. Just kind of keep an eye on it. And while that is in the air fryer, I am going to make up some homemade honey garlic sauce to go on top of it on the stove. So I'll show you what I'm doing. For the honey garlic sauce, I'm going to use a 1/4 cup each of brown sugar, soy sauce, and honey, plus probably a heaping tablespoon of minced garlic and 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. If you don't have rice wine vinegar, I think you could probably sub like an apple cider vinegar, or I think you could probably just leave it out. Not all of the recipes I was researching called for vinegar. I'm going to put all of those ingredients I just mentioned into a small saucepan and get that heating up on the stove. And then I'm going to add a cornstarch slurry made from 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and a 1/4 cup of water. I will bring all of that to a simmer and let it simmer for a couple of minutes, and then remove it from the heat, and it will be ready to serve as it cools. I do realize, ooh, chicken's done. I do realize that we can buy sauces ready-made in the grocery store. They have lots of different kinds of sauces. I just didn't feel like buying one for $4 whenever I, looked around on Pinterest and realized that I had the ingredients to make some kind of sauce for the chicken. I will leave the recipe that inspired me linked in the description box below. I made a few adjustments to the measurements, but you can go and check that out if you want, or if you wanted to, you could just buy a ready-made sauce. I also know that you can buy chicken in the frozen section that is already sauced, and you would just reheat it. But every time that I tried those, I'm just kind of underwhelmed. So I thought I would take the shortcut of using the fully cooked chicken nuggets, but then make my own sauce and see if I like it a little better. My chicken took about 12 minutes total. So I let it go for 8 minutes, then I put it in for 2 minutes more, and I decided that I wanted it just a little bit hotter in the center. I used my little meat thermometer to check, so it was about 12 minutes total. And I gotta say, this doesn't look like popcorn chicken to me. This just looks like regular standard chicken nuggets, which is fine. I'm delighted. That's what I was looking for, but not really what I'm thinking of when I think of popcorn chicken. See, like these are really hot, but here's what one looks like in my hand. I don't know that that's popcorn chicken, but either way, it'll work. I am actually just going to pour these into the pan that I cooked my sauce in and give them a little toss with the tongs. And then I'm going to serve this with just some plain white rice that I made using the rice setting on my slow cooker and some steamed vegetables, and that will be it. If you have an idea for how to use chicken nuggets that I did not mention, leave me a comment below and pick out one of these videos to watch next, and I'll see you there.